global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned. Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. We are so excited to have you here with us, and we are going to discuss the issues and the crisis that is ongoing in APC right now. I have my colleague in the house, and we're looking at the current situation on ground. Victor Giadom is now the acting chairman of APC. Don't forget that when Adam Shimone was kicked out, Ajimobi was the one that was appointed to take over from him. But right now, the man is in coma. He can't do anything. So Victor Giadom continued to push. The president now has backed him up that he is the right person to take over the position, owing to the fact that the court itself has okayed it. And tomorrow they will be having their National Executive Council meeting, which the president has promised to be in attendance. So it's like the game has just started. And one of the critics of this administration, the former aviation minister under Goodluck Jonathan regime, Femi Fani-Kayode, has stepped out to make a tweet, and I'm going to read the tweet to you so that on the basis of that, we're going to be talking about a lot of things. And he says here, first, Oshumole is kicked out by the Court of Appeal. Then his preferred replacement, Ajimobi, falls into a coma. Then his arch rival, Giadom, is recognized by Buhari as national chairman. Conclusion, it is over for Tinubu. He has been thrown under the bus and retired from politics, and it has attracted a lot of reaction. But before we look at those reactions, we just want to talk about this. How true is this? My colleague is in the house, and she's going to just tell us, what do you think about the statement made by Femi Fani-Kayode? Do you think it's over for Tinubu right now?
Well, some persons may believe that it's over for Tinubu. Don't forget that that's the Jagaban himself. Okay. Much as I don't encourage godfatherism, but I must give it to Tinubu. He is not a little boy when it comes to politics. He's a die-hard politician. He plays even below the belt if the need arises. And this is just like a game of football. Okay. This is just it's not even just first half. This is
early goal.
Early goal. 1 minute goal. The game is still very fresh. This is 2023 we are talking about here. We're just in 2020. This one is like an early goal. You can call it an own goal if you like. Which means it will not keep Jagaban and his camp needs to go back and begin to re-strategize. Okay, Oshomola is out, and that's supposed to be our key man, or supposed to be our number 9, the striker, and he's off. So we need a substitute, and we need it very fast. So you begin to look inwards. Who are our loyalists? Who are those we can play? This is a game of number and a game of interest. Don't forget that Jagaban, when it comes to Lagos, he owns Lagos. Technically, what happened with Obaseki basically just showed Nigerians generally that it's possible to overthrow your godfather. But then, what much as that has happened to Oshomole, Jagaban, that's Ahmed Tinubu, he's also learning. He's on the side. He's learning. He's watching, and he wouldn't want that repeated in Lagos. So he will do whatever it takes. This is just the beginning. I wouldn't write him up if I were you. He's a dangerous politician. He can change. He can up the game. Come 2020 or come 2022, so it's still very early to conclude him.
Okay, that is a good one from you. But from my perspective, I tend to differ from your opinion, and that is because these guys are already in charge. When you look at the train of things, don't forget that before now they had always been pushing to see how Oshumole can be kicked out of that position. Most people knew. A lot of people were of the opinion that the Northerners were actually using him so that they can do all the wuru-wuru of 2019. They knew that they were going to kick him out. So right now, with what had happened, it's an indication to me, that, number one, that the Northerners are not ready to let go of power. They are bringing in Victor Giadom so that they can, first of all, just run him on the grounds of would he be very effective, would he produce results and all of that. And being that also Victor Giadom, because it's really surprising, why should they bring in Victor Giadom? Why not Hilliard Eta and the likes? Why not Ajimobi? Why don't we wait for Ajimobi, or maybe the second of Ajimobi, which will necessarily come from South? Why is it Victor Giadom, who is a staunch critic, not staunch critic, but it's a kind of an enemy, an arch enemy of Adam Shimole.
Yeah,
they brought him in so that he can in as much as he's not ready to obey Oshimole, he will not also tolerate anything from Tinubu. So right now, most people believe that he has been totally, that Tinubu, this thing, Tinubu camp has been totally grounded. But just exactly the way you say it, I think it's not over yet because it's still very, very early.
I believe that in APC, if you check APC properly, the infractions, then you have too many fractions. Even in APC, we have caucus, we have inner caucus, we have inner caucus. So right now, Jagaban, that's Ahmed Tinubu, will go downwards again and begin to start the politicking within the caucus all over again. We'll begin to test loyalty, test those who need to come back into his camp, because he knows what he stands to either lose or gain in 2023, and it begins now. Okay, so now Oshomola is out, and if you check very well, he ought to, in this kind of game, you should have a plan B.
Yeah, exactly.
You should have a plan B as a politician, and I believe he has a plan B. I believe that when the Oshomola saga began, he was watching on the sidelines, watching
because
to see if he's going to be injured or not. So you should be warming up your substitute just in case. But right now, like every technical coach will do, you wait at the right time to put in your joker. Now is not the right time to bring in that substitute, because if he brings in that substitute now, they will ask that substitute out. So I'm just saying this. It's too early to predict it.
I kind of also believe you, because if you look at right now, Tinubu is overly quiet. He's not talking. Unusually quiet. He's not talking. He's not saying anything.
There's strength in silence.
Yeah.
Because you're quiet, no one knows your thoughts. In your words, nobody can predict what your thought life, your thought life looks like. So at some point, it could mean silence could be gold. Silence is gold. Silence could mean strength. It could also depict weakness. But for Jagaban, I think it's strength, because he's looking inwards to see what next to play.
Most people were of the opinion that Jagaban would like to go in for someone like Kaduna State Governor, that's El Rufai, to be his deputy, that's to be his vice, so that with that he will be able to control the North, because somehow the North respect, this guy had been a long player in this politics thing, so a lot of people believe that he's going to pick someone who have a lot of influence in the North. But the Northerners here are not willing to allow anybody to take that position as they hate. What they are desiring to see is whoever that will have to be in presidency from the south or from the east must be under a Northerner. So looking at this, what do you have to say about it?
I would even think, except this is one of the little inner politics Jagaban is playing, but rather see the Europa as someone who is even fighting Jagaban. Although that, in a game of politics, your friend could actually be your enemy could be your friend, but just a game of trying to confuse onlookers. But I feel that El Rufai would rather want to prefer going as the president, okay, except of course if the caucus members have agreed that the presidency will go to the south.
Okay.
But if they have not agreed that to go to the south, then he would want to be the president. Okay. El Rufai as the president literally doesn't look like someone who likes to submit to someone. And even if he wants to go under anybody, he wouldn't want to go under Ahmed Tinubu.
Okay.
Because Ahmed Tinubu himself is also a strong bone.
Okay.
So the two may not jibe. I see them more. Well, if the die is cast, obviously, El Rufai will be a better candidate who will easily pull the crowd for him from the north.
Okay, that's true. But let's just look at some of the reactions of Nigerians in respect to what Femi Fani Kayode had said. And the first person here says Tinubu has himself to blame. He was warned in 2014 that he can't trust Buhari, and in no here. 2015 they dribble him. 2019 again, you think he had learned. For where? 2020, clear vision, they are dribbling him again. The last card Tinubu has now is to threaten them with Oduduwa Republic. That sounds interesting.
Very, because I noticed also when it comes to this Oduduwa Republic, he have neither say yes or a no.
Yeah.
Which means I'm watching. That may be my last card. If you refuse to give me 2023, I will front this.
Exactly.
And it's getting really interesting, I must say.
Really, really interesting. And another person here says the Fulani fascists will never allow an Oduduwa to lord over them till perpetuity. That's a fact. Every monkey in the zoo is aware of. Another person says here, they would have dumped Osho long time ago, even before the 2019 rig election. Osho was just a tool for election manipulation. I told people that after the Wuru election, they will definitely trash Osho in the dustbin because what they needed him for is done and dusted. But, looking at this Oshumole, a lot of people are saying he's kicked out on the ground, that he has finished his work. But let's just be very objective. Oshumole is a kind of person that can hardly be accommodated in a sane environment. Sorry to use those words, because number one is this kind of guy who wants his own personal intentions to prevail over the party intention.
But did APC not notice it from the beginning? They
did. They had noticed it. That's why I said they brought him in because they knew that they will have a reason to kick him out in future, But unfortunately, I believe that as at that time, Tinubu would have, if truly he is a vessel in the hands of Tinubu, or Tinubu was supposed to, fly, use him as his strength, to maintain his stand in APC, Tinubu would have told him that he should calm down on certain things. You understand? He wouldn't have, opened up on so many things, because right now, as I'm talking to you, there is no hope of Oshumole coming back. Haters are everywhere. Virtually all the governors are not happy with him. So I don't even think he's going to come back. So I believe that he would have controlled his temperament and also learned to stay off from, trying to push people to do the things that pleases him and all of that. I think that is where he made a huge mistake.
But another problem is the fact that absolute power corrupts absolutely. He had that almost absolute power. Whatever he says seemed to be law in APC. And some persons became a bit scared to, oppose him openly. So he got carried away by that power, so much power. So he felt that he was a touch nut. So it was really amazing when he started hearing voices trying to, question the absolute power, the veto power he had. And I guess that's where the downfall began.
Okay. Now, another thing I want us to look at, Tinubu is not a normal politician. He's a regional politician. He controls the Southwest. How do you think that this will, still keep him in the game?
Well, I don't know what he has in his coffers, but I do know that he has strong loyalists.
Okay.
When the chiefs are down, you begin to hear them. Some of them he has placed them in corridors of power. Some of them he has given them good jobs. Some of them are just lying low, waiting. Some of them are even in corridor of security and all that. Although from the beginning, if you watch the mechanism, you realize that in this second dispensation, President Muhammadu Buhari started kicking out those strong points he had, those key positions he has given his people in the first dispensation, started replacing them with his own people, so that power he had, in case of 2023, he may not be able to use them against him. So I don't know how he's going to play it out, but let's just watch and see.
All right, let's leave it. They go to our comment section. Let us interact. What do you think about this news tape taken by the president, as he has affirmed Victor Giadom?